Hello everyone, it's Agatha, and today we are going to be doing a little bit of cooking, which is something I don't do that often lately. Trying to get this into a position. I don't know if you can really see what I'm doing in here, sorry about that, but I have some potatoes that I've seasoned with Italian seasoning, paprika, and salt and olive oil, and I've boiled them a little bit already, just so that they will be a little they won't take forever to cook and get all weird. And then to go with that, I have some fake sausage, vegetable, onion, and some mushrooms, portobello mushrooms. So I'm going to turn on the heat. Put the potatoes on first because they'll take the longest to cook. I'm going to put this down here so I can bring this to where you can see it. Oh, by the way, those are some mangoes and pineapple. Yeah, it's on. It just needs a moment to start heating up. And there comes the sizzle. So what has everyone been up to today? That sizzling is loud. Hopefully this isn't clipping. The mushroom and the onion. Oh wow, so this potato is taking a long time to cook. Yeah, I did just pull a hair out of it. It's just my hair though. And oh my gosh. My mom actually thought the sausage smells realistic, and she eats meat, so hopefully it is realistic. The potatoes are finally pretty much cooked, so I'm just waiting for the sausages to get kind of cooked all the way on all sides. It's kind of hard to see, I'm sorry. I know it's not the best angle. Ta-da! Pineapple, mango, sausage, potato, mushroom, onion. Let's go. Okay, so hopefully you can see that pretty well now. Oh, and yeah, let's try it. Oh, for the sausage and the potatoes, I actually got some mustard. I would have ketchup, but didn't have any. I'm gonna have a little mango first. I love mango. And this is good mango. because it's the kind that comes frozen. So it didn't get weird the way most fruit does by the time it gets to Chicago. Sometimes the apples here are okay, but for the rest it's always a gamble. And this is pineapple, which wasn't frozen, so let's see how it is. Wow, it's good. Sometimes here you get pineapple that's so acidic. I once had this pineapple that my mouth hurt for like 2 days after I ate it. It was just that so acidic it almost was like fermented in its taste. Okay, so I'm gonna try a potato. Here's one that's really well cooked. Hopefully you can see that. Good. It absorbed all the seasoning. Mushroom is also good. Is the climate you live in, does it have good produce? I always see a lot of YouTubers and they all live in like LA. And it seems like they get these great avocados and stuff all the time. You get bad avocados lately. You know, you cut it open and you're like, oh, it's all brown, you know? And the only way you can eat it where it really tastes okay is if you make it into guacamole, but you know, sometimes you want to use it for something else too. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. the sausage. Let's see. Let's try it plain first. First of all, it's spicy. Not horribly spicy or anything, but it's spicy. Second, that's very convincing. The taste. When you cut it, the texture isn't quite like a sausage, but when you eat it, I would not know the difference. Chewy. That's good. I still need to figure out the perfect camera angle for mukbang, because I've seen a lot of them and I can't tell. It looks sort of like the camera's tilted upwards, but also tilted down. I have trouble finding a setup where you can see me and the food. Lately I've really been enjoying watching mukbang videos. I go through different phases with what I watch, you know? Sorry to chew so long, but I'm trying to chew my food more for digestion. And right now I just seem to enjoy watching mukbang the most. My favorites right now are Michelle and Divine Munchies. Divine Munchies gets so much hate. Even though she seems so nice. really been keeping up with Kimi's videos lately. Or Mommy Tang. Has Mommy Tang been coming out with new videos? I know she was gone for a while, then came back. I like Mommy Tang's kids. People always complain about them sometimes. Always, sometimes. But it's kind of weird to do that on a channel with the word mommy in the name. Like, you'd kind of think, you know, she's gonna bring out her kids. And it's not like they're even poorly behaved or anything. They act like really normal kids. I mean, I think everyone was a little whiny when they were a little kid. Especially if you're still whiny. You would probably have been whinier. And anyone who complains about somebody's kids in YouTube comments is probably still whiny. I feel like fidget spinners are dying out now. And I'm curious what the next big thing is going to be. I hope it's something fun. You know, a lot of people get really annoyed by fads, but I kind of like them. Even if I don't participate, it's kind of cool to see everyone's take on the same thing. Like, you know, when it's YouTube videos or something, and you go on and it's like, one person's like doing this with fidget spinners and others doing this with fidget spinners. And I mean, I don't even find fidget spinners very interesting. They don't even look fun to me. I feel like I'd get nauseated watching something spin like that all the time. I was talking about fidget spinners with my dad. And his impression seemed to be that they were this new evil, destroying teachers' classroom environment. Not that dramatic. I don't know, there's always going to be something. And if the classroom's out of control because of fidget spinners, they'd probably be out of control without them anyway. There's always something. When I was in school, there were things like, wow, even the core tastes good. Well, there was always the gum thing, you know? Everybody's always chewing gum or trying to get gum from each other. Or pen clicking. And then I feel like in classes there's always like this one kid who's really badly behaved but for some reason is best pals with the teacher and gets away with everything. I used to have this math teacher who was so strict and hated everybody, and she would talk so fast going through the answers of the homework. You know, when you come back with your homework the next day and the teacher tells you the answers, and she told us the answers so that we'd correct them, and then she'd collect the homework, and if there were any incorrect answers, she'd take off points. And she'd go through the answers so fast. I don't know, maybe she thought that people who didn't do the homework at all would have a chance to write down all the answers. But I don't know, you had to show your work too anyway, and if you didn't catch what she said, because she was going so fast, like number 4, 2, number 5, 2.897, number 6, like, and if you asked her what she'd said or asked her to repeat, she'd say, ask someone who was paying attention. And I was always asking, and she, oh my gosh. And I hate when a teacher blames the classroom for something that's obviously them. Because if half the class didn't hear what you said, or even one kid, like, how do you know they weren't paying attention? Especially if you're going to take off points if people don't correct their answers in their homework. But anyway, there was this kid in the class. And he just never stopped talking. Shouting out answers or shouting out things not even related. And the other thing was he never sat down. I don't know if he had some kind of special permit, but he never sat down. He stood for the entire class. And the teacher would almost never tell him to sit down. The rest of us were hardly even allowed to go to the bathroom, and he got to stand up the whole class. I think that teacher favored boys. Because girls were always getting in trouble. She thought they were talking too much. But girls would just be like whispering or talking back and forth among themselves, which is a lot less disruptive than someone who's standing up and shouting for the entire class. I remember my really close friend at the time. We were all in class, and so my friend asked to go to the bathroom, but the teacher decided she didn't think she'd been paying attention. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she was. I think she kind of was. But I mean, even if you haven't been paying attention, that doesn't affect your bowels. Sorry to talk about this while I'm eating, but... So, my friend's dad called the school and tattled and said the teacher wouldn't let my daughter pee. And I think the teacher actually did get in trouble, because after that we were all allowed to go to the bathroom. I got good grades in that class mostly, but the teacher still didn't like me. I don't know if she thought I was too, I don't know, like one day, I was in class. Of course I was in class, but she was doing a check of our homework and I'd left mine in my locker. And she wouldn't let me go get it. Because she was doing some kind of a pop quiz from the homework. And she wouldn't let me go get it. I don't know, I don't really understand. That, I mean, I get that, I guess that was her policy, but I don't understand the point of a policy like that. I don't really think that teaches students to not forget things. Maybe for some it might. I don't know, but I was always just really absent-minded, so I was just gonna forget. And I still forget materials with... Whenever I go somewhere, I'm always missing something. Another day, having a pop quiz. But I didn't understand the material. So I asked if I could get help and go in later in the day to help with the material. And she said I could do that, but I still had to take the test right then and there. I don't know, I get having a policy, but for 7th grade it seemed like a lot. Like a little too stiff. Especially since I wasn't a troublemaker. I understand not letting a kid go to their locker if they always just hang out in the halls for the rest of class. Another thing was, even if you went in to get help from her, she was always swamped. And didn't seem to acknowledge that she was swamped. That sausage tastes really spicy after a while. I feel like if you, I don't know, it seemed kind of unfair because she was always saying you should come in for help if you don't understand. Don't bog us down in class with this, but it wasn't like she had time outside of class. Maybe before school she did, but not everyone can just show up before school. I didn't have a ride or anything, so I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. My mouth. I feel like I'm breathing like fire. Yeah, a bit too spicy, I think. At least eat more than one. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!